Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
An investigative journalist named David Hundeyin is exposing two NGOs as well as journalists that are being paid to allegedly write smear campaigns. According to him, a London-based NGO founded by two British ex-spies and funded by USAID is paying 10 well-known Nigerian journalists €333 to write smear pieces tagging Pan-Africanists and anti-GMO campaigners as pro-Kremlin. Watch David explain this. We'll come back and discuss.
The NGO at the center of this is called the Center for Information Resilience, and it's a London-based NGO founded by two long-term employees of the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, Adam Rutland and Ross Burley. Cindy Otis, a former CIA analyst, also sits on the advisory board of this very non-governmental organization. And he received his funding from the FCDO and from USAID. A few weeks ago, it hosted a retreat involving a group of 10 Nigerian journalists at the famous Kempinski Hotel in Accra, Ghana. At the retreat, each journalist was given a copy of his Q3 2024 Adaptive Country Plan, which is basically a document that outlines which prominent West African voices that British intelligence approves of and which ones it views as threats. So what approved people and positions were to be defended according to this document? Civil society actors, Nigeria's president, Shell, Bill Gates, GMOs, vaccine. And who were the threats? Pan-African anti-GMO campaigners, anti-Bill Gates content, Twitter users who criticized Shell, Peter Obi, and of course, David Hundeyin. Now, each of the 10 journalists was subsequently dispatched to Nigeria with a mission: produce one story every quarter that smears the voices marked as threats, with accusations of being pro-Kremlin, Russian-sponsored, misinformation, or any other combination of this buzzword soup. Their compensation was set at £1,000 a quarter. In other words, British and US taxpayers have been funding hostile foreign intelligence operations targeting journalists and social media users in West Africa, using this toxic soup of shadowy, extremely governmental, non-governmental organization, and clandestine, unaccountable funding arrangements. As Donald Trump's war on USAID continues, it remains to be seen how far he would go in his mission to defund and rein in these out-of-control, unaccountable, secret state operations on both sides of the Atlantic.
To sell out your people just to get €333 every month. It's crazy. It's a sad story. The people that are funding them obviously have a lot to gain, and they are pushing for this smear campaign because they want to shut down, they want to silence those that are against certain things that they don't want to be exposed. They don't want for people to be aware of, so they want to silence those people. So they want to label them pro-Kremlin, or they want to say that these people are being paid by someone, even though they are the ones paying for this smear campaign. If you remember, David is the same person that exposed the UK-based NGO trying to pay him so he can write a smear campaign against Dangote, because Dangote was putting up a plant to refine crude in their own country, and they knew that they don't want that. He would dominate the market, which he is already doing so within just a couple of months. Nigeria's $20 billion refinery is disrupting the European market. According to reports, the $20 billion Dangote refinery has surpassed the refining capacity of Europe's largest refineries. The report by OPEC has highlighted in the Punch newspaper, claiming that the Dangote refinery has cut down Nigeria's imports of petroleum products from Europe. The report states, quote, the ongoing operational ramp-up efforts at the Nigeria's new Dangote refinery and its gasoline petrol exports to the international market will likely weigh further on the European gasoline market. Well, I guess it's clear now why there was such a pushback against Aliko Dangote. When he was putting up this plant and the refinery, it was so much controversy. There was so much pushback. We talked about it on this channel last year, to the point where Aliko Dangote almost gave up and he said, okay, do what you want. Someone take away this refinery from me. Like, I cannot handle this anymore, because there was too much pressure on him to stop this project. Bottom line is, whenever you hear stories, especially from Western mainstream media, unfortunately, even with our own journalists, because apparently they're being used to push a narrative as well, just take everything with a grain of salt, do your own research, and don't just take someone else's word for it. Unfortunately, this is what's happening. People are being labeled because they are standing up for what they believe in and they want to do right by their people. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about this. I'm Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one.